Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nightingale Plays Factorio, Mercantilism and Misanthropy. So it is... come on, Roboport. Time to get some electronics going. So let's start by cleaning up some of this junk. So we're gonna need a nice big area. I haven't decided yet how full this electronics area is going to be. Part of me wants to do just like solder and components and transistors and then build the actual circuit boards elsewhere. It's kind of tempting, although, I mean, if I look at this, so that would, these circuit boards, I don't know, hard to say. I mean, I do need to ship out stuff like transistors and electronic components because they are going to be used in modules. Basically, everything in this row needs to get sort of shipped out. Although I don't know so much about tinned copper wire. Yeah, I'll just manufacture that on site. Insulated wire I don't need yet. So these three for sure. Although not even transistors right now. So that just leaves two. Nah, I'm thinking it's everything all together. Batteries will be separate though. Where is batteries? Batteries, and then we'll have level 2 batteries. Okay, so that's what we're going to do up here. Just clear all this junk out. Alright, so I want to go north here. And I don't want to be bothered by too much water. Let's get a couple of these. Where'd they go? Water be gone. This one, this one. That looks probably fine. We do 1, 2, 3, like that. Let Farrell do the actual work. So I'm not going to build a roundabout here just because it's going to interfere with stuff down here. So we'll just do a pretty standard, I don't want to mess up the alignment I had there. Standard T intersection. So I don't need to be able to come from this direction, so this will go up, then the other one will come down. So it's not even that standard of a T intersection. 2, 3. No, I only need 2 in the middle, so that goes there. Of course, that screwed everything up, including my wires. I need a few more green wires. Pretty much out of green wires, and wires in general here. Alright, signals. You are chain signals. And you are regular signals. Now let's get the far looks looking enough to move some stuff up there too. Whoops, wasn't paying attention. Oh, come on. Fine. Alright, so we'll do a little loop, then we'll start driving north there. God. Doesn't matter. We'll get there eventually. Alright, now we hold left, and let go and go straight. Let autosave do its thing, and then we're going to go to the right. Okay, do we have enough straight rail here? Probably not. Start. 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 Alright, much better. So let's remove these roboports. And you're really not going to get me a pole. You don't even hook up to anything anymore. Alright, please give me poles. Oh, there it is. It helpfully gave me a pole that wasn't hooked up to anything. No, my farl. Luckily, the cargo train, or the cargo wagons, remember what this train is, so he didn't lose his schedule. Alright, there we go. So I'll head north. Guess the question becomes, how do we lay this station out? We want to leave a fair bit of room. We could just do... Thinking we'll go north, have a roundabout up here, and then just use this whole area. At some point, I'll probably have a train that goes through here when I deconstruct all this. So let's actually back this up a bit. Get a roboport with some power, some robots, and a chest. Deconstruct pretty much all of this. Start farl, make a turn, reclaim this, and go. Okay, now decide when we want to turn back. We just want to go to the edge of this. Next, yeah. Alright, let's see how that worked out. Full speed ahead. No turning back. Beautiful, right between these poles. And stop, 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 stop. Okay, we need to back that off a little bit. And then we'll do the same thing. Robots, go right here. Give them a chest. And deconstruct. This is close enough that I will just use Landfill to fill it in. Come on, wait for it. There we go. Perfect little roundabout, out of chain signals. Got one there, one there. I'm going to stop bothering to put that. Okay. So I got this whole rail. No real need to have connectivity to anything in here, I don't think. Although, I don't know. I probably am going to want to have maybe stations on the other side of this for the output. That might be an interesting idea. So let's head down here with farl, and we'll start there with getting everything we need. So what do we want to start with? Solder. That's tin and lead. Ugh, what a mess. I have to clean all that up. Okay, let's move farl down here. We don't really need it anymore. So let's get some robots. Give them a nice big area. Give them one chest right in the middle of everything. Okay, stupid AutoTrash. Pause, take that. Give it here, unpause. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the robots to try and clean up as much of this mess as we can. And then we'll take it all back and we'll dump it into Farl as best we can. Alright, so we'll start. I wonder if I want to do something like this where it goes on, turns around, and comes back. That actually is kind of tempting. How much rail do I have on me? Oh, lots. Of course, I don't have any robots on me, so I'm going to have to kill some trees. That can go. That's hooked up there, so it's fine. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just have this rail coming straight off here. And this whole thing can be the our feeder for the electronics station. So just run this down. Butcher all the trees. And then this will just go back onto the right rail. Up there. There we go. Easy. Fortunately, I've probably got some signal troubles up there because I didn't actually signal it up properly. So we're going to do that. We're going to run up, signal it. Meanwhile, use the deconstruction planner on all of this. Kill some of these trees. Alright, so we'll need a couple chain signals. There's the one that I said that I wasn't going to place, which I need to place now. It goes right here. One right here. Do we need one here? Maybe? This is all one segment. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine being one segment. And this, we'll just put them on, we'll do whatever Farl's doing. I might have missed one up there, but this will be close enough. As I add stuff, it'll probably have to shift a little bit. Alright, so this feels like tons and tons of room, but it never is. Oh, did I take your chest? Sorry, guys. Now, the one thing I wasn't thinking about here is this implies vertical stations, which is an absolutely horrible idea. So, geez, ugh, I don't know if I really want to start doing vertical stations. I mean, what I could do is I could still use this, and then I just got a nice long waiting area and have my stations here. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll have stations here. We'll do it going down. So let's take all this again. Roboport, Roboport, one more Roboport. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to have a horizontal station here, and that's going to be the resources coming in. Then we're going to belt everything way down to the bottom, and we'll have our output stations there. So it gives me a bit of room to grow in here, so I can hopefully have enough room to do both the white circuits, which I'm going to get to fairly quickly after this, as well as the green circuits, which I'm also hoping to get to fairly quickly after this. Alright, I'm liking that idea. So what that means is straight off of here, we are going to immediately veer to the left. That's going to be our first little area. So how many stations? So this either can be a station or it can be a feeder line, or maybe this will be a station and then the next station will just go down and over here. So I don't know, might want to do 2 stations, in which case this should just be a regular line. Let's see. Let's think about the types of things that we want up here. So it's all going to be here. So solder. We need solder plate and resin. So that's tin, lead, and resin. Carbon, copper, plastic, silicon. So this is all coming from one of two cargo trains. It's the construction metals and the other metals. I think the other metals is the one that's got most of it. Let's see. If I look through here, there's something going to the warehouse drop. Okay. Oh, actually, this one's right at other metals. So yeah, we've got our lead and tin here and carbon here, as well as copper. So lead, tin, copper, carbon. I think that was everything I mentioned. Resin. I did not see resin. Let's look at you. Nope. Too far. Let's see. Anybody else going in that general area? I've got so many trains running around right now. Where are you? Oh, you're at the end now because I had to replace you. Well, it makes them easy to find. Copper construction drop there. Oh. Oh no, that's, yeah. Moving, warehouse, other metals. Perfect. Okay, so what was I looking for? Carbon, silicon, tin, resin, yeah. Am I just not dropping off resin? No, resin's up here. So resin and the boards were up here at, what did I end up calling that? I can just look at the map. Alright, so we got electronic pickups, construction material. I don't think we need to go to construction materials, so it's just other metals and electronics pickup. And it's all, at least right now, in the front. So let's do other metals. So that is copper, tin, lead, and carbon. So just so I don't forget, we're going to put down single cargo wagon, wait for autosave, and we're going to fill out the slots in this one. Okay, so copper is going to be on this tab. Tin is going to be over here on this one. And lead should be there too. And then carbon. So what we'll do, we'll fill right on these. And then we'll do these last, I don't know, 6 as carbon. Let's look at the recipe. How much of these different things do I need? So this solder uses nothing. I mean, it uses, let's actually double check solder plate. That's going to be in materials. So solder plate, I've got 2 recipes. There's the one that uses lead, the one that uses copper, silver. I don't know which of these is better. In this one, it comes later. You use 11 things to get 11. This one you use 11 things to get 11. So the amount of resources in is the same, it's just different resource. This one's more tin heavy. This one's more lead heavy. I mean, we have the lead, so we'll just use the regular one. Also, this requires electronic machines that I don't even have yet. So there you go. It's decided. So it's okay. So I need a little bit more lead than tin for the solder plate. And that's it for this. Then this one, we're going to use tin copper wire. So that's 1 carbon and more copper than tin. And this one, same thing. A little bit more tin. So I'm going to say, yeah, tin and lead seems to be about equal. And then these are just assembling stuff. Okay, so yeah, tin and lead being equal seems like a fair thing. But carbon, that was the other thing I needed to figure out, relatively speaking, how much carbon I need. So carbon is going to go into the it's into the basic electronics components. So 1 copper, or 0.5 copper, 1 carbon, So it feels like I'm using actually more carbon than copper in here even, so saying that there's 6 of these just doesn't seem like enough. So if I do 8, that's 1, 2, 3, that's 6 of these, 8 of these. Or I could bump these back up to 7 each and take away some of the copper and say we don't need as much copper. So then we've got 7, 7, 7, and 9. That seems like a fair place to start. So let's do that. All right, so we're gonna have at least these 2 trains coming in, a couple more below it. Let's assume that this is just a random rail. And then to return, you want to return onto this or something. So we can loop around and actually go right back into here. That could be workable. And that leaves me lots of room below. Okay, let's do that. So we don't need too much room here, because the top rail is just that's top rail. But what I want to do is, that's. I was wondering what that is. It's because of this stupid menu. All right, so that's where we want to be, right there. Which is what, 3, 2. Okay, so this is where we can put a station. Let's see, what have we got in Foreman? Foreman, this is a requester in. Okay, we want to leave a little bit of room, seems actually fine here, because the station's below it. Unless I... Actually, no, I don't like this. Take this part off. Okay, robots. Need some robots. Just got to get this design figured out, and then I'll move quick. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're just going to branch off this always. Sort of like this, and then shift-click that. And shift-click that. Didn't work so well. I think that's just one. Yep, that's all I want. Okay, so now what I want to do is grab this and put it like that. And that's probably going to screw this signal up. Yeah. So he's not happy anymore, which is totally fine. These guys are confused because they don't have enough rail. And I don't have any curved rail. Oh no, Farrell. I'm going to need way more than that. Okay, so I'll go down later and grab it from Farrell. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so this is one big block. I don't have a major problem with that. And okay, so now we can put that station down. So this is a multi-product in requester in. This has got requester chests, bunch of complicated stuff, bunch of stuff in the blueprint. I think I should clean this blueprint up. But that looks good. Okay, so you can all go, basically anything that's like a belt is just going to go. No, I wish I hadn't quite done that. Alright, so I need smart inserters, smart chests. All stuff that I don't have, as usual. And then we need to figure out what we're actually, which train this is going to be. Do I have a smart stop on me? Yes, I do. 1. I built more of those than I expected. So what kind of poles do you need? Take them all. Do what you can. Combinators, I don't have quite all of them. So if this is not .tim, so this will be the other metals. So electronics, other metals. Go like that. Now, have not been using the dash except for the warehouse. Electronic other metals. So the other metal train, it was all in the front. So this should be 8, yeah. So I can get rid of all of these. It'll clean up the wires. Regular inserters, I turn them all into smart inserters, so I don't have any more. Probably going to want to be doing both sides here. Now that does mean that I'm rather close here. So what would this end up looking like? Have that. I could just do, I mean, I've got 4 things. I could do 4 and 4. That works. And still don't have enough smart chests in there. There we go. So we're going to need 4 of these, so I can go like that, and that should be able to fix that up for me. Alright, so let's do, doesn't really matter what goes where. You can be copper. You can be carbon. Makes you lead, which makes you tin. Okay, so mix of stuff is going to go into the appropriate chests. Chests are all wired together. These are not wired. The chests give me the contents. All look good in terms of the filters. So chests are going to go up to this wire. Oh, that's right. I almost out of wire as well. Alright, so between episodes there's a few things I'm going to have to do. Leave 2 just in case. So we're going to go here. How do you guys have nothing set? So basically I took the one from the wrong side. Ah, it's a terrible template. Go outside of the robot's range. Do that. I will need to walk with the smart station. But, actually I wanted them to put these down. So let's just add another roboport. And let's see. Oh, they don't have combinators. Out of copper, actually. Okay, so I know the last 4 were bad. Okay, so the furthest from the track needs to look like that. Come on, guys. You do not have power. No, that's why. Yeah, charge up, then send the robots over. That's the electricity bar down there. That's going pretty slow. All right, well, let's program these at least. So we're going to do copper. We're going to do carbon. And do lead. Oh, autosave. And finally, we will do tin. Okay, so still did not get what I wanted. Let's just show me one, okay? You go way over there, then come back, bring it back. So that's going to be what's in the train. So it's going to be saying is what's in the train needs to be less than 8K. Where are you? Oh. Okay. Move this one manually to make sure it goes properly. And remove all that. Except that I assume that is needed for something. Alright, so let's have another look at this. So this is looking at train stop. So green wire to train stop. Okay, that's good. Output is hooking up to here, and it's doing its thing. It's looking for yellow equal to 2. So both of these need to say, hey, I am yellow. So you are a copper plate. So copper plate less than some amount, then output at 1. So copper plate less than, this is basically saying 0. And this should be the content of the chests. Okay. So the chest needs to get hooked up to this. So we're going across, we're going up to here. We're going to try and skip straight down to there. Perfect. So if the amount of copper in the chest is less than 8K, this outputs a signal. This one outputs a signal if the train is empty. So if these are equal to 2, the train needs to leave and go get stuff. So this 4 should get hooked up to here. And what you need, what are you doing? Green signal? Yep, I like green. Green means go. You get a green signal. Any green signal, you need to go get me some stuff. All right, so we got that wired up. I'll just change the resources and make the numbers appropriate for the size of the chests. So, yeah, I'll finish doing that up, get this train set up, and then next episode, I'll set up yet more trains. Yeah, so this has been Nightingale. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please make sure to hit the like or subscribe button or leave a comment below. We'll see you next time.